My name's Oz Bailden by day. I'm a tiler, a bar owner. Anything I can do to basically get by to make my passion work. I have a charity called music4children.org. Basically I was in Nepal 2002 and I saw this crippled child on the side of the road, and I saw him crying. He'd just been beaten up by the police. I said to this guy, "Can you translate? Tell me what's wrong." He told me what's wrong. So I put him on my back and walked around the corner to this sandwich shop that I'd frequented. Put him down on a chair, and when I turned around there was about 50 kids. So when I went in the sandwich shop, I bought a sandwich for all these kids. Gave them all a bit of a chocolate treat as well, and I think it came to about £27 all up. Now for me, at that period in my life, rock and roll and stuff, I was generally spending that in the pub within half an hour. So the feeling I got from that was, okay, let's start a charity to help these children. Well, so my first inclination to help these children was obviously to do traditional fundraising, putting on events in the UK. I've run a lot of music event venues over here, and was basically making £100 a gig, £150 a gig, which is true in the live music scene. There's not a lot of money to be made unless you're at the top end of it. So we tried other forms of traditional fundraising, standing in supermarkets with rattling buckets and packing bags and doing all that rubbish, and still again feeling like a dirtbag because the public aren't too acceptance to you, and walking away with £30–40 for 6 hours work. So a friend of mine Ian Farrington in Australia and Dinesh Dakota in Nepal came up with an idea to beat the world record for the highest concert at Kalapatara on Mount Everest. So last October we did it. We raised the heights, music with altitude, and put on the world's highest gig, raised about £30,000. In that £30,000 we beat the world record for the longest performance as well, which was 44 hours, which has now been beaten, but look out, we'll be coming back after that one next year, guys, in Hungary. Don't be sitting too tight on that one. Yeah, so we raised about 30 grand doing the Everest thing, and then hopefully next year we have a more ambitious plan that's going to be coming to you. So with the £30,000 that we've raised, we've now secured land in Dhulikhel, which is just outside Kathmandu, and we start building a shelter with the help of Help Nepal, our partners. Start building next month, and hopefully by this time next year we should have 56 kids within our care. My next project, another ambitious jaunt, is into the middle of the Amazon. We're going to see tribes that have only seen the outside world a handful of times and have definitely never seen Western musical instruments. So we've taken these in there, playing and jamming with and to these guys in the jungle. It's a pretty ambitious trek. It's about a month long, and there's one part of the trek which is about 4 or 5 days, which only 12 people have done since 1560 during the Spanish Inquisition. So we're still looking for participants for this, by the way, so please get in touch by the website if you fancy taking on an extreme music event. You don't have to be a musician. We need a crowd as well as performers, so come along. Obviously sustainability is a major issue of having a shelter. It's not just about raising the cash, doing a mad event, and then setting up a shelter and then walking away. We're helping these kids directly. We're not just giving a helping hand. We want to be actively involved in their future. So we're setting up a school program which you guys out there could get involved with. Basically we're just looking for any school that would like to adopt a child. They put on their own active fundraising events, so they use their own imagination, whether it be a battle of the bands, a talent show, a cake bake, non-uniform day, hat day. Last year we did a hats for homes at a school where they all wore a hat and made little shelters on it and stuff to symbolise putting a roof over a child's head. And basically each child's only going to cost £550 a year to look after. If you're looking at a school to do one fundraising event a year, that's easily achievable. And what we will do with that is give them direct access to this child. They'll get video reports, pen pals, an update on all their progress, on events that are going on in Kathmandu and Nepal as well, and hopefully when we take this worldwide, so on and so forth. So if you fancy your school getting involved, please get in touch. We also are looking at getting actively involved in festivals and playing live free family concerts in parks. This year we did the parks in Battersea Park in London, Victoria Park in London, and Embankment Park in London, because that's where our resources are. We got a great response from, so next year we're looking at going national, all the way from Edinburgh to Bristol, Liverpool to East Anglia. So if, again, this doesn't have to just count for me having to do this. If you want to get involved and put on a free concert in the park, we can send you the templates of all the work to do, and you can go ahead and run your own event for Music for Children. How do you get involved? How do you get involved, man? How do you get involved? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Well, we're a volunteer organisation with ambitious plans, very passionate about what we do, and obviously we need more hands to help make this work. So if you fancy helping children directly, because every penny raised from the public goes to the source, we have to rely on ourselves to invent enough of a creative events program for sponsorship to get involved to look after the costs. At the moment, all the costs are coming out of my pocket. So if you'd like to get involved with this charity, more hands the better. We need as much help as we can, especially with motivated people and any people that either are involved in this field or not involved in this field. If you're a university student or a child in school, we're happy to have as many hands on board as we can. So please get in touch. Even just check out our website and get in touch if you think what we're doing is a great thing, because it's nice to hear what you're doing is appreciated. So get in touch, www.musicforchildren.org.